Hello there, this is Fahad here again. Now that you've gone through all the videos which describes the, the desktop application, the web application, now we move on to much more detailed uh, processes which includes the approvals and how the system identifies the approvals, how the system sends the data for review and approval for the management through the web application. Now, step one is to map the approvals, create purchase orders, and stuff like that. And the step two will be how you can check the details through the web application, verify, and then approve it. So I'll just log into the desktop application first to tell you how this can be done. So you log into the current financial year, click OK, and then you have something called approval setup that you can get it from the masters, others, approval notification setup. Now this setup you can design the workflow based on your organization hierarchy and stuff like that. Now in the approvals you have sales orders, sales foreign sales order, local sales order, sales quotation, purchase quotations. Now you have also approvals for human resources, and you can choose from the list that you have indemnity leave applications, loan approval, local purchase order, which I'm going to choose right now. Then you have, let's say, purchase quotation. It's already there. Sales quotations also are there. Or that's all, you can go with this. Now save this. Now I have the option of mapping the approvals for these 6 registers. Now I can link I can have 3 sets of approvals hierarchically: approval 1, approval 2, and approval 3. You can go for all the 3, or you can choose just maybe 1 or 2 approvals, and it's up to you. Now in the approval 1 itself you can have multiple approvals. So for the local purchase order, I'm going to assign myself the admin as the primary and the only approval. I can choose different users if I want to. Then I save it and I might make it active. Okay, now approval 1 is done. If I want, I can go for approval 2 and approval 3, just like I've done for approval 1. And so is the sales order as well. I want to have an approval authority for sales orders, so assume that I'm the one who's approving sales order as well. I've made it active. This one is active. Now what happens is, now every purchase order that you make it from this desktop application, it goes to an approval authority, which is the admin. Now all the approvals are done in the web portal or web application. Each web each user will have their own approval authorities and privileges to see and review what is being done through the desktop application. Now since I've saved this, I'll just create a few sales orders and purchase orders. So this, I have a sales order. Let's say I choose the customer name and put the details, what items I'm going to send it to the customer, some quantity, put the delivery date, let's say 2 days from now. Now I save this one. Now I'll go with another purchase order, something. So I'll choose a local purchase order. choose my supplier, say anything, choose the item, which item I need to purchase from, maybe some kind of raw material, so I'll just anything that comes. Okay, let's see, I'm going to order a 1000 quantity. Now I save this. Now I can see from here what is the approval one is pending. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into the web application. So this is the web application associated with this system. I put my username and password. So as soon as I log in, I get to see, okay, there is one purchase order and one sales order ready to be approved. Now I go to the details. I see one purchase order. For the details, I can see this is an LPO number. This is the date, supplier name, created by who is created the LPO. So I can just put my remarks. Okay, proceed with the order and approve. At the same time, I can reject the approval when with the purchase order as well. Now that has been approved, I go to the sales order. I'm getting this notification since I'm the one who's been assigned for approvals, or else I would not have got this notification. So go to the sales order. I see, okay, there is a sales order number 22, which says this is the date and the name of the customer created by, and I go to please revise the prices and resend, or whatever it is. Now I can just reject the sales order. Now if I go back to the application, I get to see the sales system says, okay, it's been rejected. Now if you go to the approval details, admin says that I need to revise the prices. So whatever at the approving authority says, it shows in the approval details. Now for this thing, if you have the privilege, you can modify this existing sales order, or you can create a new one. This is as per your policy. So organization, whatever you decide, you can go for. Now if you go back to the local purchase order, it shows approved, and the remarks, if the approving authority gives a remark, it says, okay, proceed with the orders. So if you have multiple approval processes, the first, unless it is being approved, it shows as pending. So until the final approval is done, the system shows that the transaction or the purchase order, the sales orders, is pending. So once the final approval is done, system shows the status as approved. Now same is the case when you apply for or a leave or something through the human resource management module. So if I'm going to show you the leave application, assume that this is the leave application that you do it from the system. Now I'm going to apply for an annual leave. Let's say the system shows the current balance, what I'm availing. I can avail the leaves out of what is left. So I have 112.5 days of leave. So let's say I'm going to apply from the end of October till the end of November. System shows that, sorry, system shows I have, I'm going to use 31 days of my total working days. which does not include any public holidays, or did not I mean, I'm not excluding any of the days. So I just click apply. System shows that it is being saved. Now this will not go to the approval process since I have not mapped the approval authority of the approval setup. So if I have to do this leave application, let's say, okay, I'm going to use admin. This. I'm going to go back and reapply so that I get the application. So here I'm going to apply for the same employee again. So I rejected the previous application, so I get to apply again. So I'm going to apply an annual leave from October 31st to November 31st, which is of 31 days of my working days out of 115 days that I have. So I can put my remarks, whatever it is, and apply. I have this approval forms. And now the applied leaves will be available in the reports and the home page as well.